Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to do a Q&A about pregnancy and life. I went onto my Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me any questions that you have about my pregnancy experience or anything that you wanted to ask me in general. And you guys asked me a few questions. So I am going to choose a few of these and answer them for you. I am sitting in my baby's nursery right now. I spend a lot of time in here, not gonna lie, just thinking about her coming. But it is not done yet. How beautiful are these flowers? These butterflies. My younger brother, he painted those, hand painted them, no stencils or anything, just did that. I don't have that artistic gene, but he obviously does, and they look so awesome. Yeah, the nursery's not ready yet, but hopefully once we get out of lockdown, we can get some more supplies and finish it up. So let's get into it. Question time. The first question I will answer is, what is my biggest craving or cravings? This pregnancy has been difficult in terms of food, but I haven't really had that many cravings. I can't really eat certain foods, they kind of gross me out. But in saying that, I do crave comfort foods. So usually, especially in the beginning when I was feeling really sick, there'd be foods that, there's always foods that you've had growing up or foods that you associate with like comfort, like chocolate. For me, it's like McDonald's. I liked McDonald's in pregnancy. I also have a huge orange obsession right now. I eat like 3 or 4 oranges a day. I don't know if that's because I'm not drinking enough water, but oranges just taste so good right now. But that's pretty much it in terms of my pregnancy cravings. What is my favorite place in Aotearoa or New Zealand? Favorite place? I'd have to say Piha. I really like Piha. We have so many beautiful beaches here, but Piha has to be one of my favorite for sure. What type of workouts were you doing while you were pregnant? I'm still currently pregnant. Lately I have been doing more yoga. So I've been trying to do 30 minutes of yoga a day. It's prenatal yoga because I can't do all of the positions, especially the ones lying on my stomach or on my back. So I have been doing 30 minutes of prenatal yoga a day. It's quite focused on breath and stretching and movement, so I'm really enjoying that. It's like been really great for my mind and my body. Other than that, I've been trying to keep walking. I don't really do workouts necessarily. I just take day by day and just try to move my body as much as I can. So, do you want any more kids? Prior to pregnancy, you always have this idea of what your life is going to be. I always thought I would at least have 2 kids, and that's still kind of true now, just because I loved having a sibling so much. But who knows what's going to happen. As long as my body is willing and my situation is willing, I think everything comes in divine time. So when I'm meant to have a kid, I will. If I'm not meant to, then I won't. But I'm just feeling really blessed that I'm able to have 1 kid right now who will be born soon, and I can't wait to meet her. What makes you most excited about being a mum? This is a good question. A lot of things make me really excited. A lot of things make me nervous too, but I think the most exciting thing is the fact that this little person depends solely on you and they're seeing things for the first time. So I'm really excited to see things through her eyes and how excited she gets about little things like trying her first apple or seeing a bug for the first time. I think those moments are going to be really beautiful, and they're going to ground me and help me appreciate and see the beauty in the little things. I think as we grow up, we get so numb to the beauty of life and how much is around us that we have to be grateful for. So I'm really excited to just go through that with her, experience new experiences, and just grow with her really and have a new little friend. Do I have any pain? Yes. Of course, I think every pregnancy has some kind of physical or emotional pain. Towards the beginning of my pregnancy, I felt really, really sick, like I really couldn't get out of bed. Towards the later half, I get lower back pain, my hips get numb sometimes. I get like cramping in my stomach as my belly grows. My heels and my feet get quite sore just from holding the extra weight. You know, nothing abnormal or unbearable at the moment. I know for a fact that the pain is going to be a lot more, you know, towards the end, but it's definitely going to be worth it. After baby is born, are you going back to the States or stay in New Zealand? This is a common question I get. As of right now, nothing is set in stone. We don't really know. We're kind of waiting till the baby is born. I mean, we've been in New Zealand and our whole time has pretty much either been in quarantine or lockdown. So we haven't really had the chance to explore New Zealand in the way that we want to. But there are pros and cons of living in both countries. We're just gonna have to decide what's best for our family and our baby when the time comes, which can't really be decided until she's actually born. So we will make that decision after she's born together, because it is difficult having a relationship from, you know, two different areas of the world. It's one of us is going to be away from our family and away from our home, so we really just got to, I don't know, take it in stride, and we will definitely be doing traveling to either place if we decide to live in America or New Zealand. What was it like having to pull out of the Olympics? So if you don't know, I qualified for my second Olympic Games in 2019, which were meant to be in 2020, but were postponed to 2021. And I mean, like a lot of athletes had to give up their Olympic dream for numerous reasons. I did have to step out of this Olympics for my baby, and at the time it was really, really difficult to kind of internalize and process and just let go of. I had to let go of that dream because I decided to have my baby, and I was happy with my decision, but it definitely did take some time to get over. And I journaled, I meditated, I went to therapy sessions, I did everything I could, but it was definitely sad at first. Now I'm feeling a lot better. You know, I was able to watch the Olympics, and it was really awesome to just watch it all and just, you know, get excited for the people that did qualify. The Olympics I trained my whole life for, and it's an incredible, incredible experience. But it is a competition that happens every 4 years, whereas my baby is going to be my baby forever. She's going to be in my life forever. So there was really no competition in my mind between the Olympics or having my baby. Yeah, now I'm just looking forward to the future, and if I decide I want to continue diving, the Olympics is always going to be there, and I'm going to have a little supporter, you know, on board with me. So I am really excited about that possible, you know, that possible journey to another Olympics, if that's something I decide to do once the baby is born. And do you like being pregnant? This is an interesting question. There's so many people, you know, I feel like the kind of consensus online, at least what I get from social media and stuff, is that pregnancy is awesome. It's such a beautiful and fantastic time, and it is, don't get me wrong, it is the most unique and individual and crazy experience I've ever gone through in my life. But do I like it? I'd definitely say at times I hated it. You know, when I was feeling sick and terrible, that was, I really did not want to be pregnant, you know, at all. But as my sickness has kind of gone away and I've kind of settled into pregnancy, I definitely do enjoy being pregnant at times, especially, you know, when I feel her move in my stomach, or just watching my stomach grow and just knowing that I'm, you know, growing a life. It is a very special experience that I feel so blessed to be able to, you know, do. But in saying that, I was really active and I love to do a lot of things prior to pregnancy, so I really do miss that. I'm thankful that I get to go on this journey. I'm glad that it doesn't last forever, if that makes sense. Okay, last question. Likes and dislikes of New Zealand and US lifestyles. Okay, I'll just say the things that come to my head. Likes about New Zealand, I love how everything is so beautiful, like scenery. You go to so many different places and they're all in such a close proximity and they're all beautiful, different beaches, the different landscapes. That's definitely my favorite thing about New Zealand. I love that about New Zealand because I really like the outdoors. Dislikes, currently probably how expensive it is to live here. It's, you know, that the property price is like 1.2 million just for Auckland City, and that is just mind-blowing. It's just too expensive, especially for where I'm at in my life, and I really feel for people in my age, you know, around my age, they're looking to buy property because it's just, how can you afford to spend that much money? Moving on to America, I love the American lifestyle. I love the energy and the supply. There's so much going on, and there's, you know, if you need something, it's there. Like there's so much supply everywhere around you, and which makes things a lot cheaper. Dislikes, I think sometimes things can be really full on, like especially on the news. I don't really like watching the news. I feel like it's really polarized and political, and it's quite negative. But yeah, that's what comes to my head first. Of course, I have many more likes and dislikes about both places. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today and joining in and asking me questions on my pregnancy and on my life. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any more questions that I didn't get to answer in the comments below. And yeah, I might be doing one of these later on, probably after the baby's born, just in case you guys have any more questions about having a newborn or getting back into diving or anything like that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for your support on my YouTube channel, and I look forward to making more videos.